You're looking at one of the boldest ideas ever attempted by humans. Not a building, not a tower, an entire world, built on water, and most people have no idea what's really happening out here. Just off the coast of Dubai sits a place that feels unreal. From the sky, it doesn't look like an island project. It looks like the planet itself, continents, countries, shapes you recognize instantly. This is Dubai's World Islands, a man-made archipelago designed to mirror the map of Earth. And behind this project lies ambition, controversy, billionaires, and a future that's still unfolding. The World Islands are located about 4 kilometers from Dubai's mainland, floating in the Persian Gulf. There are around 260 individual islands, each shaped and positioned to resemble different countries and regions of the world. Europe, Asia, Africa, the Americas. From above, it's breathtaking. From the ground, it's mysterious. Because unlike Palm Jumeirah, this place isn't open to the public in the same way. You can't just drive in. You can't casually visit most of it, and that's where the curiosity begins. The project was launched in the early 2000s during Dubai's explosive growth phase. This was the era when Dubai decided it didn't want to compete with cities. It wanted to compete with imagination. The idea was simple but insane at the same time. If you can't own the world, why not own a piece of it? Each island would be sold to ultra-wealthy buyers, billionaires, royals, global elites, private individuals who wanted something no one else could have, a private island, shaped like a country. Massive dredging ships moved hundreds of millions of tons of sand from the seabed. GPS technology was used to place every grain almost perfectly. From space, the world map came to life. It was one of the most ambitious engineering projects ever attempted. And at first, the world couldn't stop talking about it. Then things went quiet. The global financial crisis hit. Investors pulled back. Headlines started calling the project abandoned. Social media labeled it a failure. People assumed the islands were just empty sand slowly sinking back into the sea. But that narrative only tells half the story, because the truth is more complex and more interesting. While many islands remained undeveloped, others quietly moved forward, slowly, privately, away from the public eye. This was never meant to be a tourist attraction like the Palm. This was meant to be exclusive, and exclusivity doesn't make noise. One of the most famous developments within the World Islands is the heart of Europe. A luxury resort project spread across several islands designed to feel like a European coastal escape. Think floating villas, private beaches, 5-star hotels, snowfall effects in the middle of the desert heat. Yes, actual artificial rain and climate, controlled streets. It sounds absurd, but it exists. Some villas are already complete. Some resorts are operational. Guests arrive by boat or helicopter. No traffic. No crowds, just water, silence, and luxury. This isn't Dubai for everyone. This is Dubai for a very specific few. Other islands have been purchased as pure private property. No hotels, no signs, no publicity. Just land for now. Some owners are waiting, some are planning, some simply want to own the idea of it. Owning a country-shaped island in Dubai isn't about practicality, it's about statement. One of the most common questions people ask is whether these islands are sinking. The short answer is no, they're stable. The longer answer is that maintenance is constant. Like any man-made structure in the ocean, they require protection against erosion. Breakwaters surround the project. Sand shifts naturally, but the idea that the islands are disappearing is largely exaggerated for clicks. Another question is why development seems so slow, and the answer again comes down to exclusivity. When a billionaire buys land, they don't rush. There's no urgency, no pressure. These projects move on a different timeline. A decade doesn't matter, even 2 decades don't matter. What matters is uniqueness. What makes the World Islands special isn't just the scale, it's the philosophy behind it. Dubai didn't build this to solve housing problems. It wasn't built for mass tourism. It was built to prove something. That human ambition has no fixed boundary. that land can be created where none existed, that ideas don't have to be practical to be powerful, and that's why the world islands still fascinate people today. From a drone's perspective, the islands look calm, almost untouched. Blue water, golden sand, sharp contrasts. It feels like a paused project. But beneath that stillness is ownership, planning, and long-term vision. Some islands may stay empty for years. Others may suddenly transform into ultra-luxury hideaways overnight. Dubai has always played the long game. Compare this to Palm Jumeirah. The Palm is busy, loud, fully alive. Hotels, traffic, tourists, nightlife. The world islands are the opposite. Quiet, private, controlled. You don't see them every day on Instagram because you're not supposed to. And that's exactly why they matter. This project represents a different side of Dubai. Not the flashy side meant for the masses, but the discreet side meant for those who operate behind closed doors. The kind of people who don't need attention to validate their wealth. Looking ahead, the world islands still have potential. As technology improves and luxury travel evolves, private island living could become even more desirable. Climate-controlled resorts, sustainable energy systems, ultra-secure retreats. These islands offer a blank canvas. Some may become future landmarks. Some may remain untouched forever. And that uncertainty is part of the intrigue. Dubai didn't fail here. Dubai experimented. And experiments don't always follow the timeline the public expects. The world islands remind us that not everything is built to be understood immediately. Some projects are designed to exist quietly until the world catches up to them. Until the moment is right. So the next time you see an aerial image of a world map floating in the ocean, remember this. You're not looking at an abandoned idea. You're looking at a paused conversation between ambition and time. And maybe that's what makes it so powerful. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more real stories about luxury mega projects and the hidden side of the world's most ambitious cities, make sure to subscribe. Drop a comment and tell me what you think about the world islands. Brilliant vision or unnecessary excess. And don't forget to share this video with someone who loves seeing how far human imagination can go.